So let's say that you charge $500 or pounds, whatever currency you're dealing in, to $1,000, yeah, for 12 weeks of tutoring. Now, you would never, ever, ever get somebody to just pay you by the hour. It's unpredictable. It gives them the flexibility to cancel. You don't have the money and cash coming in consistently enough to invest into the things that you need to actually grow your business, like marketing and hiring other teachers to help you grow and provide better resources for the students. Okay, so you have to charge an upfront fee. It gives the students more they're going to be more committed to the long term, right? So you can actually serve and help them, and you get their commitment. They've got more skin in the game. And at the same time, it helps you have obviously better margins inside of your business, more predictability. Okay, so you charge, let's say for 12 weeks, $500 to $1,000. Now, does depend on the offer, and by offer, I mean the subject you're teaching, the student that you're helping. For example, someone who's trying to get into an Ivy League school is probably going to pay more than someone who's just started school, who's like 4 or 5 years old, right? There's more riding on it. So obviously it does depend on who you're serving and helping, okay? But let's say you charge $1,000, right? And you work your way up, you get some results, you get some testimonials, and now you've got to a point where you can charge $1,000 for online tutoring, okay? Now, if you think about it, that's just 10 students a month. So you would only need to enroll 10 students a month if you were charging $1,000 to make 10 grand a month. That's not a lot, right? And we've got tutors that we work with charging upwards of 3.5 grand, okay? You saw Cornita at the start of the video that I shared who did 50 grand since she left teaching in just 12 weeks. Some, of course, do, like the confident ones, but some people do it slowly and they make that switch and transition a little bit slower, okay? Now you can open up some more group space if you want to. Okay, so let's say that you just decide, I'm going to dedicate 10 hours of teaching to my groups. So I'm going to open up 5 groups. If each of those 5 groups sees me twice a week, that's 10 hours teaching, right? 5 times 2, 10. That would allow me to place 25 students. That would be my maximum capacity of student numbers if I had 5 students a group, okay? I'd be teaching 10 hours a week. If I sold 25 students at $1,000, that's 25 grand. Every 12 weeks, so about 100 grand a year, okay, give or take, okay? Now, of course, you need to keep enrolling the students. You need to retain them. You need to know how to do all of that as well, which, of course, if you're a good teacher, that's going to be pretty easy if you're a good teacher and you get your students great results. And at the same time, once you know how to enroll students, you're not going to stop, right? And that's what I'll come on to in a second.